Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, May 30th. Welcome to some more everyday thoughts. Where we've come to as we're going through this section in Proverbs 4, it's really applicable to the things that are going on in our lives right now on whatever scale, whether nationally or locally or even in our own daily life. These words are so insightful, and I pray that, God is really working in me through them, and I pray that He'll be able to do that with you as well, to see the majesty of His Spirit as He works through these things. So the two verses this morning, verses 18 and 19, to conclude this section that Ruth put in her book here about get wisdom, says this, after going through the dangers and what happens, why people are invested in violence. Solomon records this: the path of the righteous is like the first gleam of dawn, shining ever brighter to the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. And that's what happens when we walk away from truth, God's certain truth, not just things that we learn for Sunday or church, but how life operates. We wander into these areas of uncertainty. Biblical truth leads us to certainty. We need that. Man was never designed, humans were never designed to function as autonomous units. That is, people who think we can figure things out for themselves, who don't need input from God. And as we function that way, of not needing any input from God, we think, things get really disastrous and messed up. There's another translation I want to read here to you from Bruce Waltke's commentary on Proverbs. And this man is a phenomenal exegete and expert on both Hebrew poetry. Let me read you his translation. Similar, but I think it's helpful. Now the path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter until the day is firm. The way of the wicked is like darkness. They do not know what trips them up. And again, this applies to every area of life. Remember, David is the one speaking here to his son, Solomon. And what did David and Solomon live through? They had lived through all the mess-ups in the house. They had lived up through the havoc that David's own sinful lifestyle had brought and the devastation on his family. But these same things also devastated the country. They saw civil unrest. They saw governments being overturned. David saw horrible, evil, perverse behavior used to try and overthrow him. He had seen the riots. He had seen people coming after him and trying to take him out, even his own son. So these words apply both to the immediate and to the larger picture. The way of the righteous is firm and sure and opening our eyes up to more certainty. But the way of turning from God, the way of the fool, one who lives as if there is no God, is deep darkness, and they lose the ability to understand why they do what they do. They don't know what trips them up. They don't know what makes them stumble. We need truth. We need to be sources of light and truth, both to our own families and our communities. God's way is full and bright and gives us assurance and comfort and peace. But you don't have to be wicked to be on the way of the wicked. And when you find yourself ever increasing wonder of trying to figure out, is this right? This doesn't seem right. I'm confused. I'm uncertain. That's a pretty good indication that you're probably on the way of the wicked. So be encouraged with this section about the excellence of getting wisdom. And this summary is just exactly what we needed to hear. God's way, the way of the righteous, is like the opening of the day, and we see brighter and clearer, and we feel comfort and peace. But the way of the wicked, when we choose not to follow God's direction, it is deep darkness, and we don't know why we mess up. And we keep searching for the wrong things. And that's the thought for today. Lord, bless you. Be safe, be wise, and we'll be back tonight. Pray for our country. Pray for peace. You have a good day. Bye-bye.